Welcome to Foundation Friday. The dedication and covenant of silent unity was signed on December 7th, 1892 by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, founders of the Unity movement. It is unlikely when they signed this covenant that they had any idea how far-reaching unity would be as it evolved into the church we know and love today. We invite you to join us as we explore and share some of the original ideas, teachings, and writings of the men and women who created the foundation of the Unity Church.
Hi, thank you for joining us today for our Foundation Fridays series. Today we are going to look at the sons of Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. I found this article on unity.org and I hope you enjoy it. Unity founders Charles and Myrtle Fillmore had three sons, Lowell Page, Waldo Rickert, and John Royal. Each would become known for his unique skills, personality, and contributions to the movement during his years of service. Lowell was the oldest, and he was born in Pueblo, Colorado on January 4th, 1882. Waldo, who was known as Rickert or Rick, was born June 1st, 1884, 2 years later, also in Pueblo. And John Royal, who was known as Royal, was born July 16th, 1889, in Kansas City, Missouri. So 5 years after his brother Rick. So they're pretty close in age. Lowell Page Fillmore. Lowell, who was named after poet and the Atlantic Monthly editor James Russell Lowell, became known for his ability to clearly communicate the unity message in speeches and spiritual writings. As writer and editor of the popular weekly Unity for more than 60 years, he had a huge impact on the Unity movement. Unlike his younger brothers, Lowell Fillmore did not pursue higher education after graduating from high school. He went to work immediately in the Unity movement. He started even before that, when he worked in the Unity mailroom wrapping parcels for distribution when he was only 10 years old. In 1909, Lowell became the editor of Unity Weekly, a weekly paper started that very year by Charles Fillmore as the official organ of the local Unity Society, with news items, meeting schedules, and business reports. His Things to Be Remembered column appeared in nearly every issue, which ran for 63 years. In 1933, when Charles Fillmore wanted more time to write and travel, Lowell became the head of the Unity School and began running the institution's day-to-day operations. In 1948, after his father's transition, Lowell became Unity School president, a post he held until 1964, when he was named President Emeritus. He remained active until his transition in 1975. Marcus Bach, a religion professor at Iowa State University, knew Lowell Fillmore quite well and once described the Unity leader with praise. There was a certain snap and substance about him, not usually found in saints, ancient or modern, wrote Bach in his 1964 book, The Unity Way of Life. His vitality, Bach said, had something to do with a physical healthfulness as well as a state of mind. So that was Lowell. Next, we're going to learn about Waldo Rickett Fillmore. Named after Ralph Waldo Emerson, perhaps Rickett Fillmore's greatest gift to Unity was his architectural training and skills. When his parents first discovered his artistic gift, they were determined he developed them. His education in London and Rome gave him an appreciation for the local architectural styles of those regions and led his Unity Village master plan, Italian Renaissance design for the large buildings and English Cotswold style for the smaller homes. One of Rickett's greatest desires was to invite people to visit the village. The campus hosted the first Unity annual conference in 1924. Rickert took his great pleasure in showing people all around the acreage. His hope was for the Unity campus to become a spiritual community. His daughter Rosemary agreed, but she added that his contribution to the spiritual community was through its art and architecture because he felt so guided with every plan. Rickert was known for a strong sense of humor and a quick wit. In a 1995 interview with author Neil Vale, Reverend Dorothy Pearson recalled a time when Unity ministers gathered for a Q&A session with Rickert and his brother Lowell. When one minister asked about vegetarianism, Lowell stood and, referring to meat, responded that he had not had any for 50 years. Rickert then whispered aloud that he had not had any since breakfast. John Royal Fillmore. This is the youngest. Like his brothers, Royal Fillmore started in promoting the Unity movement at a very young age. When he was born in 1889, his mother was just starting Wee Wisdom magazine for youth. He published his first piece in Wee Wisdom at the age of 10. As a teenager, he was secretary of the Wee Wisdom Booster Club. After returning from the University of Missouri in Columbia, Royal became managing editor of Wee Wisdom. He held that position for several years and had a column on the vegetarian diet in Weekly Unity. Royal was also known for promoting the use of radio in the Unity ministry. He held various administrative roles at Unity School of Christianity through the years and served as purchasing agent and secretary for the board of directors. Royal was active in the community as well, including the Kansas City Rotary, and was a master mason in Summit Lodge number 263. Royal never had the opportunity to become president of Unity due to health issues. His weight took a toll on his health, and he was devastated by the death of his wife after complications in the birth of their daughter in 1921. Myrtle Fillmore worked professionally with Royal more than her older sons, and the two often traveled together. They had just returned from an East Coast trip in late August 1923 when Royal decided to leave for a sanitarium in Battle Creek, Michigan to regain his health. He admitted himself to the facility on September 2nd, 1923 with diabetes, sclerosis, and high blood pressure. Royal had written to his family that he was resting and improving, but he passed away unexpectedly on October 9th, 1923, just 3 weeks after arriving there. All three sons lived with their families at Unity Farm. After Royal's passing, his daughter Frances was raised by Lowell and his wife Alice, who had no other children. So there you have it, a brief history of the sons of Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. I hope you enjoyed reading about them as much as I did. And if you've ever been to Unity Village, you've had an opportunity to really enjoy Rickard's sense of style in his amazing architecture. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we go, please know that you matter. You are sacred, and you are so very loved. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.